retinol and vitamin C together? Retinol and SPF together? It can get a little confusing. And can you mix them together, or do you have to use these types of ingredients separately? Well, the answer, yes, you need to use them separately. So I'm going to begin with giving you a bit of background on retinol. And in this case, I'm going to call it conventional retinol. And retinol, it's not retinoids, is a vitamin A. So it is a vitamin, and it's high functioning, and it does multiple things for our skin. It is really an ingredient that is good for repair, okay, or fixing up something that you might want to change. And what this ingredient does, retinol or conventional retinol does, is it really helps with turnover, it helps with encouraging collagen, it's good for minimizing the appearance of dark spots. So it's there, it is fantastic, but it is very limited on when you can use it. So when I said repair, most of us who are very familiar with skincare might know this, but for any of you who may not be as familiar, is because when you're sleeping or at the end of your day, when you're winding down and you're getting ready for sleep, you want to use products on your skin that are going to work with you while you're sleeping. Because when you sleep, your body is under crazy repair processes. It's doing all kinds of stuff, including your skin. So in that repair process, you want to be very specific on what you're using. So this is where your retinol or conventional retinol really is applied. Now, when we want to think about your daytime routine, why would you not use a retinol or conventional retinol in the mornings is because of that renewal process. It's going to create more sensitivity to the skin. Just think like a speeded up version of exfoliation, and then exposing it to the light outside, we can create what we call a photosensitivity or sun sensitivity, and we don't want to have any of that, right? We don't want to create that appearance of redness. We don't want to have any irritation come into the skin and create discomfort and possibly some further problems down the road. So we've always separated the time to use it. Another thing about conventional retinol is that it has a very specific design on how often you need to use it. So the thing with retinol as a standalone, when you apply it to the skin, because of that renewal process, it takes a bit of time for the skin to engage, and so it might take about a week of getting the skin ready, and then you need to continue using it all the time, because when you stop, the skin's going to settle down and it's going to need to reset, and you have to go through the whole process over again. So there is some discipline when using retinol. Now you know the difference, why you don't use it in the daytime, why use it at nighttime, and you know now that there's a bit more of a discipline involved, which isn't for everybody. And I wanted to just focus a little bit now on why you don't mix things together with a retinol. So why am I not using my vitamin C at night with my retinol? The main reason here is that vitamin C is for protection. It's really good for your line of defense. It works extremely well in the daytime for you and helps with any aggressions that come from the sun as well. So thinking about what's your skin going to be exposed to during the day and what you need in it to help you get through the day versus what are the things your skin's going to use at night to get it through the nighttime process. So vitamin C naturally would be better function for you in the morning or in the daytime, and then you want to save your conventional retinols at night. The other part of this is the SPF that I mentioned. Obviously, it's part of the protective part. So obviously using sunscreen at night doesn't make a lot of sense, but some people might think, well, if I have my retinol on in the morning, I can just cover it all up. But this is still going to create a bit of sensitivity to the skin because there's an exfoliation going on, and we do not want to risk any of that barrier. Plus, to be honest, you should never ever mix anything into your sun products, okay? So any SPF, no mixing. Your SPF should be its own solo act and lay over the top of everything else that you've done. Whew. So now that we've got a little bit of that out of the way, There are alternatives to retinol. And with us, we have our natural retinol alternative. And what does this mean? It means that it's an alternative to that retinoid or vitamin A. Instead, we're reaching for an oleosaccharide, big word, don't worry about it. Just note that it's not going to function in the sense of creating contraindications or reactiveness to the skin because it doesn't behave the same way in the skin for sensitivity as vitamin A will. It's completely different, so gentle, soothing, more calming to the skin, help minimize the appearance of redness, especially if you do have that dry skin, don't forget about that, and then still get all of the benefits of the turnover, the renewal process is our natural retinol alternative. And here's the best part of natural retinol alternative is that when it's in your product, you can definitely have more freedom to mix and match because it's not a conventional retinol. So you're not going to get all of those extra side effects or conditions that can happen, or you don't need the discipline to get the results. Just apply it every day. So want to learn more about our fabulous products with our natural retinol alternative? Go and check out this video. Hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye for now.